All right, my smart shoppers, it's time to save some money. That's my favorite thing. I love to buy stuff when it's on sale. I don't like to pay full price. I don't know if y'all are like that, or maybe some of your parents are. All right, but we're going to look at discount today. So discount obviously means the price goes down. Tax made the price go up. Tip makes the price go up. But discounts and saving money, we're going to make the price go down. We're going to start this week very much like last week and start by setting up proportions. And we're going to look at a little visual just like we did last time. Here's your iPhone. Your iPhone is $1,200. Now, if we're going to save 20%, I'm going to put a line right here because we're going to save some money. So we're going to save 20%. Well, if we save 20%, we know the whole thing has to be 100%. So if we save 20%, that means we pay 80% because 80 and 20, remember last week we looked at this and that was 100%. Well, this week we get to save money. So we're not going to pay extra this week. We're going to actually pay less. So we have a box that's missing, okay? So we're going to look at this two different ways. We're going to look at the part we pay, because sometimes it says, what are you going to pay? And then sometimes it's going to ask us how much we save. So we're going to look at a proportion just like we did last week. We've already done the hard work. We said that full price is $1,200, and that's 100%. But we're not going to pay full price. Luckily, our item is on sale, so we're only going to pay 80%. So 80 goes on top because that's all we're paying. And this is going to be X. So 100X equals, let's see if we got a glare still. It's not too bad. We're going to do 1,200 times 80, which is 96000. We're going to divide by 100. And X equals that phone is going to cost us $960 because remember we said we were going to save money. So I had much rather pay $960 than I had $1,200. So now to see how much we save, one thing you could do, you could take this number and subtract this number. That would tell you how much you saved, which let's do that just for fun. Minus 960. Well, can't even punch stuff in right. 1,200 minus 960. Okay, so when we do our math over here, I'm going to write that down. We should get 240. Well, you can't even see that. I wrote it at the bottom of my paper, but you can't see it. All right, there we go. We should get 240 when we solve this side. So remember, full price is 1,200. That's 100%. 1,200 is 100%. That's full price. This says how much do we save? We save 20. So 20% goes here. So 100X equals 1,200 times 20, which is going to be 2, 4, and then 3 zeros, 24,000. Divide by 100, and X equals $240. Now that's exactly what we got when we subtracted these two. So we know that we're going to save $240. We're going to actually pay $960. So remember, you've got to pay real close attention. Does the question ask me how much I pay, or does the question ask me how much I save? So we've got to pay real close attention to what we're doing. All right, we're going to think about this chair. We're going to draw our little visual just like we did last time. Remember, this is 100%, and that's $325. But we're not going to pay 100% because we're going to save some money. We're going to save, and we're going to pay. It says discount. Discount is the same thing as save. So we're going to save 30%. So we've got to figure out how much we're going to pay. So you could do, if you needed to, 100 minus 30. And that lets us know that we're going to pay 70%, because 70 plus 30 gives us our 100. And remember, full price is 100%. So let's look at this, how much we pay and how much we save. We're going to set up our proportion just like we've been doing. The chair is $325. and $3.25 is full price. That's 100%. But my favorite time, we're not going to pay full price. We're only going to pay part of it, and the part we pay is 70%. So we're looking for what part is that. Remember, we did is over of equals percent over 100. It's still the same concept. This is the part that we pay, so that goes on top. So 100x equals 325 times 70, 22750. Divide that by 100. So $227.50. That is how much we're going to actually pay. Now, to figure out how much we save, we could take this number and subtract them. Or if we wanted to set up a proportion, we know full price is $3.25, but we're going to save some money. So how much we save, if the question says save, we can put 30 here. So 100x equals 325 times 30. I've got the calculator out of screen, don't I? So divide by 100. $97.50. That's how much money we save. So now if I added these two together, I should come back up with this. So let's just do, I'm just showing you different ways of doing some math to get us and prove that we've done our math correctly. So how much we pay, how much we save, and together that would give us our full price. Or we could take this number and subtract them, and that would tell how much we pay. Lots of different ways to maneuver these numbers. All right, for you baseball players, I've heard about some of you hitting some home runs. Okay, so here's the VAT at $200. How much we save is going to go right here. So we save 33%. Now this is not quite as cut and dry. So if you need to go over to the side and do 100 minus 33, that means that we're going to pay 67%. So we're going to pay this much, save this much. This is how much we pay and save. So we're going to take this $200 bat. $200 is full price, right? But we're only going to pay 67%. So 100x equals, glare is bad, 200 times 67. So that bat is now going to cost us $134, which seems a whole lot better than $200. Maybe I could go buy something else. Maybe I could buy some batting gloves and some baseball pants or something, or softball pants. So now how much do we save? Why did I put 100 right there? Because I shouldn't have. I should have put 200. And how much we save is going to be 33. Remember, you don't always have to do both parts. It just depends on what they ask you. I'm just showing you how to do both parts. So 200 times 33. We're going to divide by 100. And when we do, x is going to give us 66. So this means we pay this much for the bat, and this is how much we save. Oops, sorry, cut you off a little bit. Okay, so again, just like last week, we're going to practice this for 2 days, setting up proportions because we're used to doing proportions. And then I'm going to come back and show you another way, just like we did last week. Okay? So reach out to me if you got problems or have a question.